Wake up, wake up, wake up, it's the first of the month. Get up, yeah, suicide is trash. Get up. If you're to go ahead and subscribe, you guys killed it on my last video. You guys got 1,000 likes, and that's just incredible. So if you could do that again, that'd be amazing. And go ahead and subscribe if you're new. This is just going to be an incredible month for videos. The game's going to be coming out. I'm going to be talking about it a lot. So let's go ahead and get into it. People have been saying, and a lot of excuses have been thrown out there for this game's story, saying, well, the Justice League, they'll be back in post-launch content. You'll see Batman in 6 months. Don't worry about it. He'll eventually be back. And to that, I say, who gives a shit? I'm genuinely honest. This story so far is really, really bad, right? I mean, like, overall, I think everybody can see the glaring issues with the writing and the way they treat the characters just outright. And it feels so wrong to say, like, anything about this game is downright respectful. But, like, to say, oh, don't worry, they're going to fix the story's issues by bringing back these characters is preposterous. It's actually fucking downright insane to be saying this shit. A lot of this stems from that one four-eyed scrawny Miller guy, right? He basically came out and said, oh, well, I mean, like, no, they're going to come out into post-launch content. They faked them out for the post-launch content. Even though he basically said that the Justice League is downright gonna survive in the Suicide Squad, he wasn't very specific. He meant the post-launch content. Bullshit. In the main campaign, there's no fake outs here. Whereas maybe I can give you two lenient fake outs, and that's Flash and Superman. The reason for Flash and Superman is because when you shoot them, they just fall over and get transported up to the ship. But even still, it's like they're not breathing. They're being told, they're literally telling us they're dead. And then you also have Batman and Green Lantern, who, by the way, had bullet holes in their heads. What fake out is that? A weird excuse I've been seeing too is Green Lantern's ring fell into the water. It didn't zip away. But like, the Green Lantern's ring in this universe is so inconsistent, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing with it. I mean, like, King Shark puts it on his fucking pinky finger and starts controlling a shark to break through the fucking... What? I'm sorry. Even if Green Lantern wasn't dead, how the fuck does that work? That doesn't. It just doesn't. Nobody can just pick up it's not fucking Thor's Mjolnir. It's not like if you're willful enough, you can pick up the hammer. That's not how it works. So what the fuck are we talking about here? It just falls into some water. For all we know, it's gone in the water. We didn't see that get picked up. We just saw his body and underwear get picked up. So it's such a weird thing to say that was a fake out death. He got shot in the head. Same thing with Batman. He got shot in the head. I don't even remember what happened to his body, but I remember he got shot in the head. Like, hello? There was barely any indication. Oh, there's clones. They have the enemy clones. The enemy clones? Are you serious? That's what the indication was for future revivization or whatever. They're gonna bring them back because they made clones, the enemy clones, and also they randomly just got teleported away. People are saying we didn't see the body. We saw the fresh body for a good 2 or 3 minutes for each of them. So what are we talking about? Okay, I understand if they come back, and I'm okay with them coming back. That's cool. They come back, but what's the point? They already got defeated by Brainiac. They killed 8 million people. There is no way from this story's writing and from what is going to be going forward and from what Rocksteady is probably going to be doing with their studio and all the post-launch content that gets affected by that too. Let's just be real here. That shit isn't going to be taken serious. Everything that they went through, all the brainwashing shit. You could already hear it in the leaks. I can't show it any. But when they're talking about it, it's like Flash is like, oh, we killed 8 million people in Metropolis. My bad. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? And people want to try to defend that? I mean, oh my god. I get it. It's a live service game. I'm going to be playing this as well. I'm going to be seeing it through to the end. To suffer. So nobody else that doesn't want to play this game does as well. But here's my thing too. It's that I'm not excited for this shit. I'm not excited to put in the hours for this. I mean, I don't feel like going over and playing through Metropolis. I feel like swinging through Spider-Man right now. Are you kidding me? And when I go and look at people defending the DLC, it's like, sure, the characters might be really fun to swing around as or play as when they come out, like new traversal and stuff like that. Still going to be shooting the same purple enemies. from what we know. It's the same Brainiac. Literally, end of the game, same thing as the end of the leaks. Says there's like, okay, the only thing that's different between the leaks, he said that there's 11. But in the game, there says there's 13 Brainiacs. Which, in my opinion, they mention it like 5 different times. And they do it once at the very, very end. And it's so obvious that they didn't care about what they were doing with the story, even though they were marketing this as an Arkham, basically a spinoff that's basically in the Arkhamverse that's, you know, just as good, blah, blah, blah. You know, we wanted to make it at that standard. Come on now. And it's really, really sad to see the story really devolve into just post-launch content. Free or not. It's ridiculous that I paid $70 for 9 hours of fucking story content. Bro, now I have to wait a couple months for more. I mean, what? I mean, you get me? I get it. I'm getting more in the future. But, bro, that investment, and then I have to buy skins, and then the skins I already bought for the digital deluxe, I can't even have the variants for those too, so I have to pump more money, which I'm not going to do. None of the skins are worth putting money into it. Please don't do that. Do not give WB your money like that. It's ridiculous. And I really I don't see any like excitement that they're coming back. Like what's the point being proven here by people defending the game? Like, oh yay, they're coming back. Am I supposed to be like happy? Does that change what happened to the characters in the story? Is that something that melds, you know, it kind of like fills out everything that's going on? No, it doesn't. They still got murked in the first one. Okay, they got revived by whatever Brainiac multiverse clone time travel bullshit. Whatever the fuck the comic book explanation. And now they're just brushing it off like nothing happened. So now they're basically just meh, the characters. Again, why should I care? It's really disheartening. It really was heartbreaking when at the end of the game they were doing the Kevin Conroy, you know, final memorial thing, and I was on the verge of tear. I was almost breaking down, bro. And as soon as the screen went black, the first thing that pops up is literally loot. It's almost like, and here's the thing, is that throughout the whole game, the thing that drops the loot is quite literally a loot box. It's like a Penguin Batpod loot box thing. But after that, this memorial thing made it seem like that was the loot box. It made it seem like, and I know it's the end of the game, but they made that memorial, that tribute, almost seem like it was a loot box, and it could almost ruin that whole moment. It's like this game has no self-awareness. It had no fucking, like, at all courage to really want to be what it wanted to be. And it, like, was such in a weird blend where it wanted to try to tell a story, but it did it in such a shitty, lazy way that it was just like, this is the best we can give you. And then they threw that off. Quite literally, the most emotional moment was the credits. And it's so sad. You know, like, rest in peace, Kevin. I think that this game was, the story was really, really just awful in many regards. And I could criticize it all day, every day. And I think that the DLC isn't going to help it in any regard, too. Even if they come back, it's not going to help the story. It's not going to help these characters. It's not going to redeem these characters. It's already done. It's already done. Like I said before, if this happened on like the first episode, and even still, if the first episode or the first season or the first comic of whatever came out and it sucked ass and it was overpriced and too short, no one's going to be playing or watching or reading the next fucking edition or the next issue or the next episode. That's just how things work. So what's any different here? The word of mouth is shit. On Twitter, people might defend the living god out of it. Of course, there's a little bubble of the community. You know what I mean? But realistically, the public reception is meh. And it's really low. I mean, it's bad word of mouth. So, whatever. We'll see what happens. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below. Thank you for all the support recently in all the videos. It's been really appreciated. I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.